Wednesday as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense will have the ball first. Just about the time the Aggies said howdy, they said goodbye to the Razorbacks, winning in a blowout the last time these two met.
It was a beatdown, man. Lou Pig had nothing to say. And here's the thing. Since A&M has joined the SEC, it's been a very one-sided rivalry. A&M has had a ton of success. Arkansas has not. They got to prove it on this stage today.
A&M's been gigging them, no question about it, on offense, on defense, and on special teams. So Arkansas has got to be able to find momentum early in the game. They've got to start fast in this one to have a chance.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Peace. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is great.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Toss to the left. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Aggies with the 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. Running through contact. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to back and leaves it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Peace. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field, having those go-to guys, those A&M offense.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice move there. Makes it past the mark. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Peace. Snagged out of the air. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. They'll run the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw its piece. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. He takes it at the 45. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 6. This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
28, Arkansas, 3.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking for space. It's Banks. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go!
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. The toss sweep to the right. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the air, it's Peace. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Gross. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Gross. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Samuel. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. Tries to get it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Gross. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Number 14, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Banks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Peace. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Toss sweep to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Rush is on him. He's going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take another shot here. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the direct snap, it's Gross. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 28 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pulls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Arkansas, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The corners are walked up tight. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Quarterback making checks. The toss to the right. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Fires to the middle. Hits the open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Gross. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got a chance. It's a running room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's picked off. That's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
We check. Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group slipped off the bus. They're up by 18 over Eastern Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moncrief. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Wants to throw. It's Gilliam. He's got him in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Finds a tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Texas A&M 91, Arkansas 3.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.